Back to the channel, everyone. Well, today I have unfortunately an update video. I'm sure my OG guys out there that have been watching the channel, you guys know that I released a video probably about 2 weeks ago where we did the TurboSmart valve install on that F55. And I mean, when I installed it, of course, you guys know I was crossing my fingers on the wiring, hoping everything was going to be good. I did some samples, some audio samples for you guys, and something didn't quite sound right. But of course, as soon as I left there, I got a check engine light, and apparently my wiring did not take. So that's the reason why the sound samples came out the way they did. Apparently, the blow-off valve was not actually doing its pressure release. So what I did, right? I went ahead and got on the computer, reached out to TurboSmart because I was trying to see about getting a new harness. But guys, TurboSmart, man, they went above and beyond, standing behind their product. They actually warranted the solenoid and wire for me, or harness on that solenoid for me, sent me out a brand new solenoid. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna pop the hood. I'm gonna go through that whole process again of swapping out to the TurboSmart Diverter Valve, and then I'm gonna get you guys some audio of what it sounds like correctly with it installed. So let me turn the camera around real quick. I'm going to show you guys what TurboSmart sent out. And guys, I'll have to get to, I've got a video working here on kind of my cleanup, guys. As you guys can see, I no longer have the dirty workbench. I actually have space to work here. So I've been trying to do some garage mods, but what we have here right now is the new solenoid with harness. As you guys can see, this harness is good to go. So nothing to worry about there. So man, again, shout out to TurboSmart, man. Those guys are, like I said, standing behind their product. You can't ask for anything better than that. Man, again, this is not a sponsored video, but I really love it when a manufacturer or a company stands behind their product. They didn't have to do that, and that was awesome. So thanks again, TurboSmart. But what we're gonna do now, I'm gonna go ahead and pop the hood and see if I can get the car up, especially on this front end, lift it up so that I can start removing all of the components here and get to the diverter valve. Now, again, I've done this. This actually probably will be the 5th time I've done a diverter valve on this car. I've done a video of it before, so I don't want to go through the whole process recording for you guys. You guys can see that. Go back to the channel, you look at the old videos. Don't worry about that. I'm going to give you guys, like I said, I'm going to get this installed. I'll show you how you take out the old solenoid and install the new one. I saw a couple videos on it. That's pretty easy to do. So I'll show you guys that real quick. But other than that, the next time I see you guys after that, we'll be getting you guys some audio samples. So we're making progress. Got a game going on up here. I went ahead and paused it. I've got the new, I've got the TurboSmart pulled out. As you can see, this harness is not even connected. So it just basically came directly out of this solenoid. So this should be where you can just, so I can get this, yeah, literally just like that. They said if you need to put a wrench on it, you can, but it should just twist into place. And as you can see, just like that, it is just twisted out. No big deal. So I don't want to drop it. Okay, there we go. So that is the old solenoid right there. Get it up there with the harness that's broken, and you can see how those wires, I tried to doctor them up, try to see if I could get it to work. Did not work. So all we're gonna do now is take our new one out of the package, screw it right back into that solenoid location right there, and then reinstall. And just as easy as it was to take the old one out, we're just basically going to try to do this again one-handed. I've got the new one out of the package. I'm just going to slide it right in there into that port. And then once we get it where it's supposed to be set, we're just going to turn here and twist it into place, which I'm not sure if I'm doing. No, I'm not in there all the way. So I am going to have to do this two-handed. I will be back with you guys in just a moment. Yeah, very easily done. I'm not sure if you guys can see, but there are, let me see if I can give you this broken one here. There are O-rings that are set on this. So you do have to kind of just make sure you push in past those O-rings. And then once you do, you get to the threaded section, which is right there. Once you hit that threaded section, you just screw it in. There it is, hand tight, just like it was before it came out. Now we're gonna reinstall it, and then I'll see if I can get you guys some audio clips. And I get to watch the game. Real quick thing I wanna give you guys a tip on. So one of the ways that I've done this multiple times as far as getting into getting the diverter valve in and out quickly is taking a Allen wrench, which you see these Allen wrenches here. I get these a lot of times with different kits from furniture or whatever the case may be. Hammering it out with my sledgehammer, and then I actually just stick that into the into one of my sockets, and then put it on a like I said, a ratchet. I actually have like an extension here, and then you see my ratchet down here on the bottom. That's the easiest way that I've found to be able to get around your diverter valve and to be able to get to the Allens, because of course my diverter valve here has the Allen keys on it, or the Allen bolts. So just a little tip, if anybody's dealing with trying to remove a diverter valve, doing that makes this so much easier as far as getting access to this diverter valve. The hardest part now is to basically kind of get your Allen key. Okay, so you've, like I said, this hammered out Allen key, get it in there. I usually put some electrical tape on there so it doesn't fall out easy. I put on my extension, and then I have, like I said, my ratchet. And so the hardest part is actually being able to get it all in there to be able to get to your diverter valve. So sometimes I have to actually take the extension and the Allen key, set that in there first, and then get the ratchet on the end, and then I can get around stuff to be able to start taking it in or out and getting those nuts, either loosening them or tightening down. But that's just been the like I said, the easiest thing for me. Since I actually started using this trick, I can probably do one of these diverter jobs now within, I mean, of course, you've got a lot of things that you have to take apart, like your boost pipes and things of that nature and intake, but I can probably get one in and out if I'm focusing in 2 hours. So little tip there if anybody's wondering, makes it much easier. So the funny thing is I actually don't get to drive the car as much as one would think. I think I've probably in the last 2.5 months, I think I've maybe put 150 miles on the car. Had a lot of travel that was going on with work, took vacation. Actually, we had ended up with around 2 vacations. Also had the car down for a couple of weeks while I was just working on things. I was working on the heater core, got that, had to pull the whole dash out and get that taken care of. I just dropped a video on that. You guys probably saw the video there. Again, had the M2 diverter valve went out, so had it down for a while I was waiting to install the TurboSmart, and then as you just saw, I had to take the TurboSmart back out, replace the solenoid, and move on from there. So, but I do really enjoy driving this car when I do. Yeah, that's fun right there. Okay guys, so hopefully those clips came out good and you guys were able to pick up the difference with the properly installed TurboSmart Diverter Valve with a new solenoid. So I think everything came out great. So hopefully you guys did too. Drop some comments down below, in the video to let me know what you guys think of this setup. But if this is your first time to the channel, guys, make sure you like and subscribe. Keep coming back for more content. And I'm sorry guys, it's gonna be maybe a little delayed on new videos. I'm not sure if you guys can see, I fractured my hand, so I've been it's kind of the work is coming a little light right now. But everyone else, guys, be safe. I'll catch you guys in the next video.